Hi, Professor Carson. This is Aniket here, and this is my first speech. First of all, thank you so much for explaining the pandemic scenario project over the phone. It really helped me out and get me going on that group assignment. In this speech, I'm going to talk about my life when COVID struck. My life before COVID was pretty. I wouldn't say difficult, but it was pretty alright. I was managing myself quite well, but I wasn't doing really well in college. Spring will be my first. Last spring was my first quarter back to school. I took 2 quarters off after graduating high school, and during the graduation during my graduation at high school, I was a running star student, so I was going to college, and I wasn't doing pretty well in college. I had a quarter with a 0 GPA. I had a quarter with 1.67 GPA, and another quarter with under 2.0 GPA. And last year, when I was gonna go back to college again after taking 2 quarters off, I had a letter from college explaining that I have been having 3 quarters consecutively under 2.0 GPA with a GPA of under 2.0, and I was gonna be suspended if I had another quarter with the GPA of under 2.0. So when COVID struck, I found myself without a job. So, and that was the only. I mean, it put me out of job, but it also gave me an opportunity to improve my studies because I am a very bright student, and I take my studies really seriously. But for the past year or two, my mind has been somewhere else. I wasn't able to focus on my studies quite well. So when COVID struck, I was in college. I was in spring quarter of last year, and it really helped me out because I had a free mind out of job. I was out of job. I had a free mind, a lot of time to actually work on my studies. So I really improved my studies over the COVID season. I mean, it still is COVID season, but with the spring quarter, I finished that quarter with a 4.0 GPA, and from then to now, I've kept a really good pace of getting a GPA between 3.5 and 4.0. Spring quarter, I finished the spring quarter of last year with 4.0. I finished summer of last year with a 3.7 GPA, and fall with 4.0, and this last quarter, winter quarter, with 3.67, and that was because of my math grade, which was pretty difficult. It was trigonometry. So I could say that COVID really helped me out in one perspective of my life. It impacted positively, but overall, as it has impacted for all the other people, it has impacted negatively for on the other aspect of my life. I didn't have a job for 2 to 3 months. Money was hard. I suffered financially. During my free time, when I didn't do my studies, didn't work on my assignments, I played games. That's my other hobby that I still do. Whenever I get chance, I go on my Xbox or PS4, start playing games and stuff. I was really into like COVID numbers when it started, like trying to keep up with like the world news, what place has the highest amount of cases. It was actually kind of stressful because every day the numbers keep going up. And I finally decided to just cut that off and not look at numbers. I haven't looked at COVID numbers in a long time. So I think one perspective of my life, it impacted positively, but it also impacted negatively on the other aspect. Just like like just like how in China when it started, it really helped with the climate change. It cleared up the skies, less pollution. Because the works were actually because factories, all the work, all the pollution was away. So it actually cleared up the sky. It helped with the climate change, and there has been a recorded study about that. So just like how it impacted with positively on the climate change, same with my case, it impacted positively on one aspect, but not for the other aspect of my life. So that was my first piece. Thank you so much for listening. I know this is kind of a bit long, but I think I needed to just explain that because that was the most important part of my life during COVID season. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you very much.